Hey guys.
All right, folks, it's with a sad face that I come to you and acknowledge that this will be our last winter Sunday. I know some of you wanted us to do the demos like, guys, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Like
Like
let's keep things on the up and up. When Yari releases some new material that doesn't have the word legendary attached to it, we're more than happy to check it out. Until then, you guys can spin those. All right? So, we're here for the last one, Silver Leaves, the song that closes off time 2. Um anyhow, without further ado, or do you want to say something?
no, I
You have
was
a parting words?
I don't know about parting words. Going into this song, I will say that I've fully confirmed now that Ominous Clouds with Storm together, that is my favorite song ever from Wintersun.
Wow, above loneliness,
Above
above death and the
loneliness,
healing,
above all of it.
time, above Sons of Winter and Sorrow. All right,
Above all of it.
all right, all right. It's fair enough. It's a great song. So
It's a
enough.
great combo track.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
No, it's great. I'm not even. I'm not. There's no argument. I mean, everything is really personal for me. Loneliness, but I have a personal attachment to it, so it's different.
yeah.
But I get what you're saying. I'm interested to see what you're gonna say about this. So let's fucking go. All right. I never understood if the sound now is it the rain or is it like water? It's like the wind and the leaves. I think that's what it is. The wind and the leaves?
It's
Because
a
you
lot
hear
of
the wind
wind.
chimes.
Yeah, but it's a lot of wind.
Yeah, but the wind on the leaves because you hear the wind chime. I always wonder what that was. I think it's the. I'm going with the wind. It's drafty. He really milks this outro, by the way.
That's like a waterfall. It kind of sounds like a waterfall.
Yeah, it almost sounds like a waterfall. But why would you hear the wind chime?
Maybe there's like a little house near the waterfall, and you know the pressure of the water moving creates the wind.
That's a possibility.
We getting all scientific over here.
A question that will go unanswered, perhaps.
Unless you ask him.
Yeah, next time I talk to him, I'll ask him.
It's just so
I
like.
don't think it's a waterfall. Then the sound would be consistent, and it's not consistent. It comes and goes like. Almost like if it's raining and it's windy at the same time.
Yeah.
Out of respect for the track, I have to let it finish.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think?
Dude, this, like, there's gonna be a new Ghost of Tsushima game. I don't know if it's called Ghost of Tsushima. I think it's called Ghost of something
Maybe
else.
Ghost of Tsushima.
But I'm saying, in that game, this should be, like, in the trailer. It should be, like, the...
Did you notice that he sings in Finnish?
Did you see my eyes widen when
No, I
it
didn't.
started?
I wasn't looking at you. Anyways, this is the first time he sings in Finnish in a Wintersun song.
I know!
He hadn't sing in Finnish in a song since Laila Hey with the Insaferims. With the Insaferims.
That's weird. That song, like...
You sound like a fucking Native American.
I was about to say.
Oh, fuck, what the fuck? What happened there?
The Native American... Oh my god, an Instafirm cover band, but it's all Native Americans.
Yeah. Anyhow, and it's cool because the Finnish actually kind of sounds like Japanese. Sounds better than in English there. Like
it does. But it's because...
Because the first time I heard it, I was like, is he speaking Japanese?
No, but then I heard words that I've heard in Korpiklani songs, and I'm like, it's Finnish.
I didn't hear perkele.
Yeah, but I haven't heard that one in the Korpiklani song yet.
Well, I'm sure it's somewhere in a Korpiklani song. Mokoma for sure.
Probably, yeah.
Mokoma for sure. So anyhow, sorry, go ahead. What do you...
No, I was super surprised when he started speaking Finnish. But it sounded so good.
Yeah, like he's been speaking Finnish since he was a kid.
No, that's not what I meant by it sounds so good. Like this, like the song, it was somewhat. It wasn't calling for it, but it needed it.
No, I think he needed it. I think it was well placed.
No, it was well played. But the song, like every Wintersun song, technically calls for something to be in Finnish. It's all very cold and and stuff like. I feel like Finnish really works within any Wintersun song.
I know,
but I feel like.
But on this track, he used the Finnish to kind of imitate Japanese, not because he needed something Finnish in it. So he used Finnish to create the illusion of something else, not because he needed that.
And this song also, comparing it to even other Wintersun songs, it's not as
bombastic.
Yeah, it's not as bombastic and very like super guitars, like
It's not.
Like the 5-minute solo he did and all that stuff. Like no, there's no there's none of that. It's very peaceful. It's like a very like peaceful winter. Like,
even for this record.
Yeah, I know. Which Storm has a lot of good guitar parts and stuff like that.
Way of the Fire is such a bombastic track too.
I know. So the song is very peaceful. Nice way to end off the album, in my opinion. But it's also like.
Now, So
It's a very different song.
So let me ask you this. Before I ask you this question, because I think it's an important question to ask. Before I ask you this question, when I was listening to this song, I've heard this song so many times now. But when I was listening to the song, I was like, fuck. If Yachty is as a songwriter is if his songwriting persona is the same as his sexy time persona, fuck, the guy's totally against quickies, and he has a massive amount of love for foreplay, because this song has a massive amount of foreplay in it. It's like 3 minutes before you actually get into it. You know what I mean? And then there's another. Technically, the song is 13 minutes, but it's only really 7 minutes because there's a 3 minute intro and a 3 minute outro. It's insane. Now that I said that, because they got me thinking, he doesn't know how to make a song that's like 2.5 minutes. Well, that's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. But anyhow, what I was gonna say is that okay, that one is quick. I was thinking about Warning.
Oh,
I was thinking about Warning. Anyhow, the point that I was the point that I was gonna make before I get sidetracked by myself. That I was going to ask you this is that before the album came out, there was always this big aura about Silver Leaves and what that song could possibly represent and what that song could possibly be. And the discussion has always been amongst fans, which is the greatest Wintersun song of all time, Loneliness or Silver Leaves. I honestly feel like Silver Leaves is quite underwhelming. Yeah. Compared to some of the other songs that they have.
It's a beautiful song. Like, I'll tell you actually right now, it is a beautiful song, but it is not one of my favorite Wintersun songs.
It's not even in my top 5.
Not even in my top 10.
I don't know about that. Top 10, I think it cracks the top 10. It does not
crack top 10 for me. And that's after listening to it and saying how good I liked the finish in it. It was so nice. People are watching at home, me like... I'm going like this and shit with all the movements because it's a beautiful song. It's a very well crafted song. But in the putting the Wintersun badge on it and me thinking about all the other Wintersun songs, it is very underwhelming as a Wintersun song. But as a song in general, it's a really nice song.
I just feel like there was so much hype surrounding this song.
In my opinion, Ominous Cloud / Storm is
even the Way of the Fire is to me is more impactful as this song. Having said that, my favorite song is Loneliness, so it's not like Loneliness it's a super bombastic track either. Actually, these two songs, Loneliness and this one, have a lot of similarities in it.
Picks up more than
but once again, for me, Loneliness, it's more of an emotional aspect that makes me love that song a lot. When I first heard this song, it kind of reminded me of how people, before, when we start doing Winter Sundays, and we start to dive into the debut album, how some people were like ranting and raving about Battle Against Time. How it's one of the best songs on that record, blah, 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 blah. And when we got to that song, I was like, it's good. Like I like the song, but I don't see what everybody else is seeing. Like, to me, my song from that record is Death and the Healing. Like, to me, that is my favorite song from that album. So I didn't see what other people were seeing, and I'm like, all right, maybe it's me. And with this one, it's not that it's a bad song. I honestly think when you're looking at songwriting, this one and Loneliness are probably the two best songs that he's ever written. From a songwriting standpoint, from a composer's standpoint, I think those are the two best songs that he's ever done. That's my humble opinion. But just because it's the best songs that he's ever done does not necessarily equate to my favorite songs. Because how many times a band will has a song, like if you ask a band member, like what's your favorite song from your own band, they'll say this song or that, and they have their own personal reason why that song connects with.
And it may not even be like.
And sometimes they'll admit it's not the best song I've ever wrote, but it's my favorite song. The two things are not necessarily equal to one another. The best ever written, composed song does not necessarily mean that's going to be somebody's favorite song. Do you see what I'm saying? In this record, this is not my favorite song on this record. It's not. The Way of the Fire, Ominous Clouds with Storm together, those two are
and I'm gonna be honest with you,
higher up
I kind of wish Ominous Clouds and
Storm. Even Time. I would put Time ahead of Silver Leaves.
I kind of wish Ominous Clouds and Storm were one song, just because when I have it on my playlist, then Ominous Cloud will show up, and then Storm is not right after, right? Like, I wish there was a way where...
I see what you're saying. When you're putting on playlists.
Like,
Okay,
when I
I
have
see
it on a
what you're saying.
playlist, I wish it was just one song.
Because I'm like, if you're listening to the album from beginning to end, it is right after.
Of course, but
I get what you're saying.
I hope... this is just a plea to me,
for him to re-release it as
can
together?
Can you release it as a single, and it's just the one song, and it's both songs together?
Oh, fuck, that would be cool.
Please.
That would be cool.
Please, that will answer all of my prayers right there.
That would be really cool. That would be really cool.
Because then I wouldn't have to go and click on Ominous Clouds and then put Storm
right behind it
on the queue.
But on the vinyl, for example, the side A of the vinyl finishes with Ominous Clouds, and then the side B starts with Storm, which is really cool because it's kind of like a little bit of a cliffhanger as you flip over the vinyl and you listen to it on the other. There's still people in the comment section that don't see the connection between those two songs, and to me, it's mind-boggling how the fuck you not see the connection.
They didn't listen to the
like
song
how do you
at
not
all.
see the connection between those two songs? Actually, Storm still then develops a little bit into the start of this one. But how do you not see the connection is beyond me.
Yeah.
Like I cannot help you at this point. I cannot help you.
There was when we first did it, I was like, I didn't know because we did it as how I wanted it to be, where it was one video
Of both songs together.
with both songs together, and I was listening to it in the car, and then I finally see where it clicks off into the next song, and I'm like, damn, if I didn't see that, I wouldn't know. That's how good it is, like connection wise. Like you know when Storm starts because that acoustic guitar kind of comes in and everything, but all the background noise is fully connected. There's no drop off at all.
And the argument that one finishes side A of the vinyl, the other one begins side B, you don't understand the design approach of you closing off one side of an album with a song that then trickles into the beginning of the other side. It's not an outro. It becomes an intro that it's not on that side, that's on the other side. It's a really cool way of designing the record from that standpoint. Gotta think sometimes a little bit outside the box.
Real.
You know? Or just listen to your ears. The songs completely connect with one another. But anyways, Silver Leaves, for as great as it is, I think there was a little bit too much hype about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit too much hype. Like it reminds me of Linsanity. You know, when Jeremy Lin was like in his heyday with the Knicks.
That's because he was good.
Yeah, but it didn't last long.
Yeah, because he got injured.
It didn't last long. You know, he won a title with the Raptors. Did you know that?
Was he still part of the Raptors?
He was part of the Raptors when they won. That's his only NBA title. He actually won an NBA title with the Raptors. So funny enough. Anyhow, there's a great documentary about him on
Charles
Netflix.
Barkley is never one.
See? Yeah. Konnichiwa, motherfuckers. I don't think he was Japanese, was he? No, probably not.
Oh, I thought you were trying to quote Barkley. I'm like, I don't remember Barkley saying that shit.
No, Barkley never said that.
And also, konnichiwa, motherfuckers. Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, probably not. It doesn't apply.
He's
but
not Japanese.
But instead of Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers, in the modern day now, konnichiwa, motherfuckers sounds a lot better, doesn't it?
That just means hi, motherfuckers. Like,
okay, whatever. I don't know. I think it sounds badass. Just me.
Surprise, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they should have added that shit
Isn't
on
from
fucking
Dexter.
No, I think they should.
Well,
have...
the dude's in Dexter.
They should have added. They should have added that shit somehow on Karate Kid. You know what I mean?
I don't know how they could have done that.
Instead of like waxing on and waxing off, fucking just go konnichiwa, motherfuckers, and then he just goes.
That sounds like, dude. That sounds like
Rush Hour.
It sounds like either
something
out of Rush Hour, or like Deadpool, where he's killing a bunch of like Japanese bad guys, and he's like, "Konnichiwa, motherfucker." And
Yeah, that is true too.
Even though like it doesn't make sense, like it's just funny.
It's funny. Like it doesn't have to make sense. It's just funny. Just the way people think that those two songs don't belong together. It doesn't have to make sense, but it's funny that they think that way. Anyhow, guys, thank you very much for joining us over the last couple of weeks, more than couple, but over the last 5 weeks to be precise, with Winter Sundays. It's always a pleasure to do these. It takes us back to our roots with the channel, so thank you very much for accompanying us during these Winter Sundays, and continue to accompany us on other videos. You know, there's more music out there than just Wintersun.
Oh, no.
Broaden your horizons, people. We'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.